Frisco, Tex Charlotte Jones Anderson got the phone call that every football parent dreads. It was a Thursday afternoon, and she was about to catch a ride to an important work event when the high school coach called. Her 16-year-old son had broken his collarbone during practice and would need surgery. Ms. Anderson dropped everything and rushed to the hospital, as any football parent would. She took the family helicopter. Ms. Anderson, 51, is the executive vice president and chief brand officer for the Dallas Cowboys, the National Football League franchise that her father, Jerry Jones, bought in 1989. The work event she missed was a Cowboys home game against the Washington Redskins. Nearly 30 years after Mr. Jones paid $140 million for the franchise, the Cowboys are a global brand at the center of a $4.8 billion business, and she is one of the most powerful women in the NFL and in professional sports. Charlotte clearly is one of the movers and shakers in the Cowboys organization, said Indra K. Nguyen, the chairwoman and chief executive of PepsiCo, a Cowboys sponsor. Don't try to order a Diet Coke anywhere in or even near the team's headquarters. She does everything to amplify the Cowboys' image. She is charming, she is lovely, she is tough. She better be. It is her job to promote America's team at a time when football is in crisis. Football safety is the subject of unresolved nationwide arguments, for amateur and professional players of all ages. Lawsuits surround the N.F.L's handling of concussions and head trauma. This season's games, significantly, its nationally televised ones, have been particularly bruising, leading critics and fans alike question how seriously the league is willing to protect concussed players. At the same time, the league is a proxy for questions about racism in America and about the First Amendment, thanks to the Take a Knee movement, initiated in 2016 by Colin Kaepernick. NFL television ratings are down, and President Trump bashes the league on Twitter. Data journalists for The Times have described the NFL as one of the most divisive brands in the U.S. The Jones family is in the middle of each of these controversies. Mr. Jones has been vocal in expressing unhappiness with how the league commissioner, Roger Goodell, has handled the Take a Knee protests, as well as the 6-game suspension of the Cowboys star running back Ezekiel Elliott for allegations of domestic abuse, which Mr. Elliott has denied. He was neither charged nor arrested. Earlier this fall, Mr. Jones threatened to sue the league and 6 of its team owners who were negotiating a contract extension for Mr. Goodell. Mr. Jones's unusual actions generated a good deal of press. Subsequently he backed off. Ms. Anderson said she and her brothers supported their father in threatening a lawsuit. Against this complicated backdrop, Ms. Anderson, a Stanford University graduate whose carefully calibrated utterances are couched in the warmth of a Southern drawl, has become an increasingly valuable part of her family's brand. I support the First Amendment, Ms.